The night sky over central Ukraine lit up in sudden violence. South of Kiev, near the Vasilkiv air base, a Russian strike tore through a Ukrainian fuel depot. The fireball that followed was more than just an explosion. It was the destruction of a lifeline. Fuel reserves meant for jets, helicopters, armored vehicles, and supply trucks were consumed in seconds. For Ukraine's military, this was not simply the loss of fuel. It was the erasure of readiness. The depot at Vasilkiv was not chosen at random. It was targeted with precision, deep behind the front lines, to strike at the very arteries that keep Ukraine's war machine alive. Russia demonstrated once again that it can reach into the heart of the country, bypassing layers of defenses and dismantle infrastructure designed to sustain prolonged resistance. The strike is reported to have involved a mix of weapons: Caliber cruise missiles launched from the Black Sea, Kh-101 long-range air-launched missiles from Tu-95 bombers, and possibly Iskander-M ballistic missiles fired from Russian-controlled territory. Each system has its own signature, its own destructive power. But combined, they reveal something more: a calculated effort to saturate Ukrainian air defense and overwhelm it with speed, distance, and accuracy. For Ukraine, the immediate impact is logistical. Aircraft operations around Kyiv now face severe constraints. Every liter of fuel becomes more precious, every sortie more costly. Relocation of supply lines is possible, but it takes time, and time is a resource Ukraine cannot afford. Trucks carrying replacement fuel will have to travel further, on exposed roads, under constant threat of detection. Beyond logistics lies psychology. Every strike on infrastructure far from the front sends a message. Nowhere is safe, and no rear position is untouchable. For Ukrainian commanders, the destruction of Vasilkiv's depot is a reminder that even if soldiers fight bravely at the front, their supply chains remain vulnerable to sudden collapse. Western air defense systems were supposed to change this reality. Patriots, IRIST, NASAMS, and Gepards, these names have been repeated in every Western briefing as proof that Ukraine's skies are better protected than ever before. Yet, the Vasilkiv strike proves otherwise. Missiles still penetrate, defenses still fail, and Russia still delivers precision blows at will. The question, then, is whether Ukraine's allies are willing, or even able, to close this gap. Western officials will condemn the attack, calling it a crime, an escalation, a violation of norms. But condemnation does not stop missiles, and promises of more aid take months to materialize. On the ground, Ukraine continues to pay the price in real time. Ukraine's government insists that the strike will not weaken its resolve. Kyiv projects confidence, promising that its military will adapt, that operations will continue, that Russian aggression will not break its spirit. But behind closed doors, there must be concern. Each destroyed depot, each shattered transformer, each burned-out warehouse is another cut to the nation's ability to fight a long war. From Moscow's perspective, the strike is part of a broader campaign. Russia is not just fighting at the front lines in Donbass or Dnipropetrovsk. It is dismantling Ukraine's operational depth. By attacking fuel depots, power grids, ammunition stockpiles, and repair yards, Moscow is methodically grinding away the structures that keep Ukraine's military functioning. It is a war of endurance, and Russia is signaling that it has the patience to keep going. For Kyiv, the nightmare is cumulative. Every destroyed target means resources must be shifted, defenses thinned, and morale tested. The capital itself now lives under constant risk. If fuel depots near Vasilkiv can be obliterated, what about those closer to Kiev? How long before critical infrastructure near the city falls under the same crosshairs? The destruction of the Vasilkiv depot also highlights a brutal truth. Wars are not only fought at the front. They are decided in warehouses, depots, and fuel tanks. Russia understands this well. By stripping away the layers of Ukraine's support system, it forces Kiev to fight not just with soldiers and weapons, but with scarcity. Scarcity of fuel, scarcity of ammunition, scarcity of time.